And it's 10:01, so let's get started with our warm-up, and if anyone joins us, I can let them in. So we'll start off with marching. Last week we had technical difficulties. I don't know if you saw that. I posted that in school. And moving on to arm circles, so big circles going forwards and backwards. Do small circles going forwards and backwards. You move the wrists around. Warming up the shoulders, the arms, the back. Moving on to squats, so feet are approximately shoulder width apart. Squat straight down and back up again. Try to keep that chest up. Your chest should be facing the wall in front of you and not the floor. And moving on to butt kicks, so bring those heels up to your butt as close as you can. Good warm up for your legs. Excuse me. And arms wide, so arms straight out in front, shoulder height. Bring those arms all the way back, squeeze to the shoulder blades, and then forward again. We'll do that a few times. And stick up, so arms straight overhead. Bring the elbows down and back as if you're trying to put your elbows in your back pocket. Little squeeze of the shoulder blades there, and then straight back up again. And back to squat. So again, feet approximately shoulder width apart. Squatting straight down and up again, keeping your chest up. Make sure your knees are pointing out over your toes. That's our warm up. So I'm going to quickly explain our workout today. It's going to be in two parts. So I'll explain part A, we'll do that, and then I'll explain part B, and then we'll do that. So first exercise is a lunge with a one arm press. So you can lunge forwards or backwards, whichever you prefer. Forward lunge, reverse lunge, whichever you prefer. Weight is going to be on your shoulder. Lunge, knee down to the floor. You might want to put a pillow there. Then back, press that weight straight up. And then lunging again. So we're just going to lunge on one side, and then we're going to switch and we'll lunge on the other side. The next exercise is a plank and twist. So plank position, so hands underneath your shoulders. Probably going to want to put your hands a little closer together than for your regular plank. And twist up. And the other side. And our last exercise in this section is an overhand towel row. So you'll need a towel. Hands are on top of the towel. Pull the towel apart, bring that towel up to your hips, and then back down again. Make sure you're trying to pull that towel apart the whole time you're doing this exercise. Okay, so let's get started with our lunge one arm press. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. A lump on the floor there. And switch sides. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Now you may find that your balance is better on one side than the other. Perfectly normal. You need to hold on to something with your other hand. That's fine. Five seconds. And done. Moving on to our plank twist. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. So plank position, twist up, and to the other side. Keep that core nice and tight. Almost there. And done. And our last exercise is an overhand towel row. We'll grab our towel. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. So pulling that towel apart, up to your hips and back down again. Knees are slightly bent. And done. Great job, round 1. Let's have a quick sip of water. And we'll move right on to round 2. Starting with our lunge one arm press. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. And switch sides. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Almost there. And done. Okay, down for a plank and twist. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Halfway. One more. And done. Great job, everyone. And moving on to our underhand towel row. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. So pull that towel apart, bring it up to your hips and back down again. Keep pulling. And done. Great job, everyone. Let's get ready for round 2. To our lunge and 1 arm press. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Almost there. And switch sides. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. And done. Moving on to plank and twist. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Keep your core nice and tight. Seconds. And done. And our last exercise in this round is the overhead towel row. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. So towel nice and tight. Bring that up to your hips and back down again. Keep pulling. And done. Great job, everyone. And that's our part A. Part B looks something like this. So you need your weight. We're doing a glute bridge. So down on the floor, feet flat on the floor. Push your glutes up as high as you can. Really squeeze those glutes. Gonna have your weight. Press your hands into your weight. So if you're trying to put both ends together, and we're going to be pressing it up and down. Not fast, nice and slow, but keep the pressure on the weight and keep the glutes up. Our next exercise is I and Y. So bending at the hips, arms out straight, bring them back to your sides, and then in a Y position, just like the old Village People song. Our next exercise is side to side step over. So you can step over your weight if you wish. If you don't want to do that, you can just step over some random area on your floor. So we're stepping over one side and then the other. Make sure that you're really lifting up your legs, your feet. You're not just kind of shuffling side to side. Really want to exaggerate that step over. And last exercise is a seated twist. So you can do these 3 ways. So we're going to be twisting side to side. You can have your feet on the floor the whole time. You can alternate your lifting one foot at a time as you're twisting. Or you can have both feet up the whole time and keep twisting side to side. So you choose which one is best for you. And we will start with our glute bridge squeeze press. We'll grab our weight. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. So glutes up. Really push into that weight on both sides. Slowly bring it down to your chest and then back up again. But keep squeezing the whole time. Check in every now and then to make sure that your glutes aren't sagging into the floor. Two more. And done. So back on our feet for our I and Y. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. So arms straight out, and then at a 45-degree angle. Keep your core nice and tight. And done. Moving on to side step over. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. If you're watching this on YouTube, please be sure to give us a like. Let us know where you're watching it from. If you'd like more resources You can log into www.school, that's SKOOL.com. And done. And moving on to seated twists. Again, feet flat, feet on the floor, alternating, lifting your feet, or both feet up the whole time, whichever you prefer. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Seconds. And done. Great job. Let's have a quick sip of water. And we will move right on to round 2. So starting off with our glute bridge squeeze press. Go down on your back, lift the glutes up. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. So really push on that weight with your hands. Check in to make sure your glutes are still up. Two more. And done. Back on our feet for I and Y. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. So we're just hinging at the hips. Arms out straight, and then approximately a 45-degree angle. Bring your arms out. And done. Moving on to step overs, side to side step over. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. So nice big step overs. And done. And our last exercise in this round are the seated twists. Oh, and I should have mentioned this earlier. You can do these from a chair as well, if you prefer not to be on the floor. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. So remember, your feet can be on the floor. You can alternate lifting your feet up, or have both feet up the whole time, or any combination thereof. And done. Let's have a quick sip of water and we will move back or right into round 3. Starting with our glute bridge squeeze press. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. So squeezing the weight, squeezing your glutes. And done. Standing up for I and Y's. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. So remember, we have a slight bend in the knee, hinging over at the hips, arms straight out, and then at a 45-degree angle. And done. Moving on to side step overs. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. So big step over from side to side. And done. And last exercise of the day is the seated twists. So again, 3 ways, feet on the floor, alternating your feet up and down, or both feet up, or any combination thereof. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Ten seconds. And done. And that's our workout for today. Thank you so much for joining me here at Evolve Fitness Forever. Had a great time. Hope you did too, and I hope to see you again soon. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.